paper. And as you guys ask questions, I'm going to see answers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a collective reading for you. I want to show you that Spirit is all-knowing, okay? I am not, Spirit is. So what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing. And as I read the questions, I will look for the answer in this looking glass, okay? And then I'm going to go. And then we have another reading tomorrow. So I see a whole bunch of people standing, like a whole bunch. So this is going to be a lot of you guys who have a question. And your answers will be in here. So all right, you're calling on your granddad. What is your granddad's name? This is Sivanag. What is your granddad's name? Sivanag. So just to let you guys know, if you want me to answer your question, you must follow me. Okay, how do we unlock powers from our DNA? I'll ask that question here. To unlock the powers from your DNA, you have to come from your infant state. And your infant state is like a spiral, like this. And you grow. And you look like a cute little dragon here. But we have to grow our spirit, which takes time. And then we see a hand here. And you have to connect with an ascended master and wear their energy on you. You know how people say, if you drink the blood of Christ, become the body of Christ. You have to become the body of an ascended master. Allow their energy to move inside you. So you have to connect with an ascended master like a Christ in order to grow your soul. Otherwise, you're under mind control of principalities and powers you are unaware. So you must adopt the energy of someone who has resurrected or ascended. All right, Maxine. Maxine, are you following me, darling? You guys make sure to follow me and I'll answer your questions. Maxine wants to know, do I have a spirit guide? Let me look in the looking glass and see who your spirit guide is, if I can find one. I don't see that you're following me, so make sure to follow me, Maxine. Maxine's spirit guide. Maxine, you have a female, an older woman that is like your spirit guide. And she has this thing around her neck. It's like a protection. You have bird energy, so this is the energy of maybe, I don't know, if you want to call them avians, whatever, but they, the bird is like the holy dove. And so you are being groomed to be crowned with a crown. And you have to, you're being led to go through this lonely time known as the eye of the needle. It's the nothing you're going through. And you're going to learn about time travel eventually, where you're putting your hand through time. Being able to shift your consciousness anywhere and everywhere. You're going to learn. You're going to learn about your power. Okay? Next. And I don't know what her name is, but it's a female energy that is giving you a crown at this time and helping you to understand your power and how you have the power to reach your hand through time. I do see somebody has a grandfather here. If you've lost your grandfather, there's somebody who's here that's connected to. See. Rosalind B., my father. Okay, so I see a father, Rosalind B. I absolutely saw a father. And it's like this father is like really happy, like this. And he's putting his head over, like here. And he looked like an old man. He looked like this at first, like that. And he's putting his arm over a wall, meaning he's up high, we are down low, and looking at putting his hand on a little girl who's happy to see him. Like this. And I think that the beard is reflective of being wise and being in high places like that. And he had this long hair. I didn't make him anything the way I saw him, so I apologize for that. But he actually looks like an older man, like that. And here you're holding the number 8 like this here. And you have a message for him. You're looking at pictures of him, maybe on your cell phone. Everything's okay, but he's above this wall. You're down here, you're learning. You're going to go through a graduation. It's the letter H here on its side. There's this pretty star. It's like a star, and then another star, and then another star, like this. A star within a star within a star. He's just telling you that you're here to grow your soul, to become the number 8, to dominate this world of 7 in your 7 chakras, and it's gonna be okay. You have work to do, keep doing the work. And he's protecting you, your head chakra, and His other hand is hanging down like this. And he's holding a lantern, and he's like saying, keep your light lit. Keep your light on, because shifting will come like a thief in the night. And if you don't have your light lit, it's not a good thing, I guess, but you need to keep your light lit. This means you're high frequency, and keep yourself enlightened at this time. Okay. Let's look at another question. Oh, wow. See, this is resonating with many of you guys, so this is good. I see many other male energies here wanting to come forward. One person is like calling out like, hey, don't miss me. So I don't know who all these male energies are, and it says 1, 2, 3. So there's a whole bunch of male energies that have passed away who want to come forward. I have no idea who they are, but it says 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maintain white light protection at this time. Your grandpa is Jose. We talk to Jose, please. Yeah, okay, so I'm seeing in male energy with a cell phone up against his ear. This reflects I want to talk. Okay, you can take the cell phone down now. I don't need to see that part. And we can go ahead and talk to this energy. So here he is. He's like smiling. But he still continues to hold this cell phone on his face. And he has a ring. And this Jose is he says, don't forget somebody else who passed away. Not just me, he says. Don't forget. This woman. And he says, where we live, it looks like circles, and in the center there's something that looks like a white tower that looks like the Eiffel Tower, and everybody lives in circles, and the center of each circle is a tower, and their frequency, and it's all strange, and he said, when in this life it was suffering, like being nailed to a cross. It was suffering. And this world is no suffering. And he doesn't look like this anymore. He actually looks like this. And he is just light. he doesn't have a face. He's just light. And he says, something about, I don't know if you smoke or something. He's saying, put something down. He's telling you to put something down. So this is for you. I don't know what he's telling you to put down, but it looked like a cigarette or maybe like weed or I don't know what, but telling you to put it down, meaning it's bringing you down, or I don't know what. There's something about that there. And yes, and there's more people who are coming forward, lots of people. Really revealing all kinds of truths about the afterlife. And then this pipe, somebody smoking a pipe. And you remember where you come from, but where you're going, it's worth it. It's worth all the pain, according to him. And you're never alone. Everyone's with you. It's like they can move their consciousness into many different bodies, not just one. Their consciousness in many different realities. And I don't know how that works. So really, somebody who asked the question, how do you become powerful? You first of all come to a precipice in your life where you grow your spirit, and then you have to contact or become the body of an ascended master to receive downloads. So becoming the body of Christ is part of that, because it will give you downloads and it will help you grow something within you. An ascended master. There's a female here who came forward. An older woman, very, very happy to be here. A very happy person. Someone like a flower child. Someone who was like maybe raised up in the 60s. A flower child. Somebody who, yes, holds a lot of flowers. Very, very happy to be here. Another person who is religious, but happy to be here. Somebody in a praying hands. Oh yeah, they're probably smoking. I think that the spirit, as far as this grandfather goes, is saying put down smoking or put down weed, because alcohol and weed is a depressant, and it basically takes your light away. You need to only smoke weed when you need, when you need to in divine timing. Don't do it as a habit, because it will destroy your holy temple, and it will open portals to the wrong world, and it will make you depressed, and it will make you overeat, and it should be put down, because it is not the time right now to be depressed. It's time to keep our light lit. So this collective reading, for those of you who are here, is from the grandmothers and the grandfathers and even some other woman over here and spirit guides. And all these answers are coming together to collectively tell us, all of you who are here and listening right now, that actually, in their words, this is the divine comedy, and this in this divine comedy, it's not okay, I guess, just to walk around as a zombie and just whatever. It actually takes work, and we're being asked to work harder, because your soul is either going to be this size, or it's going to be taller, or it's going to be taller. How tall do you want to grow your soul? How powerful do you want to be? How ignorant do you want to be? How knowledgeable do you want to be? How in love with others do you want to be? How much do you love? So this growth goes like this. You start out as a fetus, a little tiny soul, and you grow it like this spiral. And then you have to connect with an ascended master, some ascended master, whatever you believe. And then from the ascended master, you begin to bounce to, you bounce to a higher realm. When you bounce to this higher realm, you are protected. And in this protected place, you learn more and your light becomes bigger. And then you go from a lower realm like hell to heaven, H, and you go up and you keep going up. So your soul grows. And it all depends on how much you want to grow your soul. How much you want to work at it, how much you want to trust and have faith and believe and feed your holy temple, life or death, follow thoughts of life or death, emotions of life or death, which one? And so where you go in the next life will depend on how tall you are. So if you want to go to a realm that is free of pain and suffering, then, well, grow your soul. We need to write a song. Grow your soul. Grow your soul. Not gently down the stream. Grow your soul. You are in a dream. But that's okay, because when you wake, you're taller than you seem. You guys are welcome. It does say that at one time we died. It's like a dead fish. And from death, we were a teeny weeny soul. And so something happened with the planetary alignments, or something happened. We were fallen, we fell, we died. And then we went back to a grain of sand, like a little piece of gold. Teeny weeny little teeny piece of gold. And we had to grow it. And this growing takes help, and we had to have help from ascended masters. And then as we grow, we continue to get help. But the more you grow, the less help you need. I'll never forget when I met Christ, and he said, I never meant for you to pray to me. These were his exact words to me. He said, I never meant for you to pray to me. Follow me. Follow me and you will know me. And when you know me, you'll become me. And when you become me, you won't need me. So when we grow ourselves tall, eventually we won't need help. And that's the agenda. Oh, brother. Let me mute this Christian here. Let me reiterate something to all of you who are listening, and if you are Christian and you fear people who have power, for instance. Number one, when you've gone through the baptism of water and fire, it's kind of like a death and a rebirth, but it's more metaphorical. So when Jesus says in the Bible, if you believe me, you can become as powerful as me and more, you should believe that. Number two, the oracle is written in the Bible 23 times. If any man speak, let them speak as the oracle. Number three, Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within you and you have the power to move mountains. Number four, when you do go through this rebirth, you connect your flesh with spirit, right? You go through a marriage. It's a metaphorical marriage. Basically, you disconnect from your mind from the matrix and you reconnect your heart to truth and life, which is really like a spirit. When you reconnect your heart to truth, then you are dominated by truth, which is spirit. You can call it the Holy Spirit. In the book of Romans, it says, if you are dominated by spirit, there is no condemnation for anything you say or do. These 7 spirits of God that are in the Bible, they each talk to you in a different way. Each spirit of the 7 spirits of God train you in all truths. Not all truths are found in the Bible because it very specifically says that these 7 spirits of God will teach you in all truths. And these truths will set you free. Free from what? Ignorance. Free from what? Shame, narcissism, religious dogmas. Let me tell you something else. Jesus hated religion. He hated all of those people who ran and worshiped outside of themselves. He said, you worship me, but your heart is far from me. He asked you not to worship him, okay? Following is an action. Action is a prayer. Following the energy of Christ or Christ consciousness or truth in life, whatever way you want to label it, isn't about religious cults. It is about finding that grain of gold within you, this spark, and growing that spark through the heart and allowing that spark to speak to you. It's known as the Christos in your brain. It's like the Christ within you. So Jesus said, I'm everywhere. Turn over a stone and there I am also. But we know who Jesus is. He's water. How do we know he's water? Well, you just have to read the allegories. Number 1, Jesus walked on water. He said, I am the living waters. He said, I will pour from your heart. So Jesus is the Son of God, the S-U-N of God. This is electromagnetic energy that comes from your heart. And the sun also emits an electromagnetic energy. Jesus turned water into wine, and he told the woman at the well, which is water, she said, I only have one husband. So he was like an oracle, and he said, no, ma'am, you had 5 husbands. He knew things that she didn't. This is a psychic. This is an oracle. He absolutely was a diviner and an oracle. The ancient depictions, the most ancient depictions of Christ had him holding a wand, just like Moses held a staff, right? So if you really study, Christ is water. He controlled the waters. He walked on water. And every living being on earth, within the earth, has water in it. So turn over a stone and there I am also. Water. Water has memory. Water speaks. So God is frequency. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. So God is frequency. Christ is water. And you ignite this water, this living water within you. And water speaks to your brain. Your brain is 88% water. So think, hey, Christ, help me. Well, the water talks. It's this living water. So, yeah, he manifested as a man with a beard. But that wasn't him. That's not the face of Christ. It's energy, it's power, it's truth, it's all that. And Christians, understand that when you judge, you don't know who you're talking to. The 7 spirits of God speak through people, and your job isn't to be the accuser and say, kneel down and worship Jesus because you're hurting his feelings. Your job is to believe Christ, you would be powerful. Christ, you would be powerful, and you would know that becoming powerful is your gift. becoming powerful is your gift, and you need to. All right, guys. Well, you know what? I will see you tomorrow.